Hello everyone and welcome back to more Mystic Destinies. We are back again for more Hikaru route. Yes, still in book 1, Shattered, and we're back here. So in the last episode, we basically went to go visit the rest of the Cosmos. So Cosmos of the Dragon is when we met Hikaru there at the bar area where Katsunosuke was there. We're supposed to meet Katsunosuke for a date, but of course plans have changed and we're supposed to try to get Hikaru alone and to tell him about the situation. But I was trying to be subtle about it, so I was like, hey, so we showed him the earring. He just kind of told us that, hey, if you need to talk to me about something that's super important, then come by my office and we can talk then. So yeah, and then he started walking away, and then of course Haruka was just like, don't let him get away, and then we're trying desperately to go after him, but of course Katsunosuke, because of what's going on, the situation before this whole mess started, he was like, hey man, this ain't cool, don't stand me up like this. So we're like, hey, no, we don't got time for you. I don't even know you, because the Hana that we came back to take over the body for, she was like, yeah, I don't know this person, even though the current Hana did. But anyways, regardless, Tatsuya and his mom stepped in before things can get a little bit violent between us and me and Katsunosuke. So yeah, she was like, Chisaki was like, hey, if she don't want to go with you, she don't want to go with you, and you gotta deal with it. So yeah, so she leads us out of the cafe, and then we come outside and we noted that it was really dark even when it wasn't supposed to be, so that's a little fishy. And then afterwards we turn back around and we noticed that it's of course Tsuneka shows up. She's like, oh my god, along with everybody else, so like Katsunosuke, Tatsuya was there too, and of course Tsuneka's like, hey, wow, this is what a show. And then all of a sudden, after her little speech about dragons and half-dragons being how they have so much emotions and stuff and they can't control all their power, she goes and she mind controls Katsunosuke, makes him turn into his true form, and then starts attacking us. So yeah, so this whole mess starts off with Katsunosuke, and then Tatsuya jumps in at us to jumps in front of us to defend us from Katsunosuke, but he ended up getting his ass handed to. Of course, Chisaki as well stepped in with her gear and her her dragon form, I guess, true form, kind of, sort of ish. But anyways, she comes to our defense as well. She was holding him off for a good while, and then Haruka in that meanwhile was able to get Hikaru back, but he was kind of like busy with trying to get through to the force field that was erected by Tsuneka when this whole mess started. So he finally gets through, we get distracted, and because we got distracted, Katsunosuke gets to jump on us. Instead though, Chisaki, homegirl, jumps in front of us and then takes the attack, takes a spear through the chest for us, and that's where we kind of we ended off there. So she freezes Katsunosuke, she freezes herself as well, and Hikaru is like, hey, this is a mess, this is fucked up, but anyways, I'm gonna try to help her as much as I can, because for her to freeze herself over like that, it's kind of like she's stopping the bleeding and she's slowing down time. And so she gives us the soul piece. We were transported back, we pulled back from there, and we're like, holy shit, that was wild, like that's too much. And then of course that makes Hana rethink about what she's currently doing right now, but either way, she has to move forward. So she goes over to the Cosmos of the Esper, which is Shinji's little timeline. So yeah, before that she confronted Haruka about the whole thing, like, oh, don't you care about your other sons in the other timelines? Why aren't you doing shit? And of course Galinn had to step in and be like, hey, all gods are not as powerful as you think they are. Some are weaker, some are more powerful, and we are bound by rules and such and so on. So yeah, so she goes over to the Cosmos of the Esper. She meets Hikaru there with Shinji in the bar, the Foxtail I think it was, had a little bit of conversation, and in the midst of conversation of getting to know Hikaru, Tsuneka shows up. Except this time Tsuneka's just having a drink. She's by the bar just having a drink, having small talk with us. And so she's just lamenting on the fact how, oh yeah, I used to work for a Fey king, advising him with Tokyo, which is her dead lover, that we learned, but we don't know exactly what the hell happened to him. So anyways, but whatever, she's like reminiscing about that. And then as we're trying to take advantage of the situation, Hikaru immediately picks up about the whole situation. So he's trying to play into it, be like, hey, Tsuneka, I heard about your dead lover. I may not know him personally, but I feel like he's a really nice guy and he wouldn't want you to do these horrible things that you're doing right now. But of course that just triggers her. She gets super mad and she starts destroying the entire place and destroying people in the process as well. So of of course, before that, Hikaru was like, you need to get out of here because, you know, I'm the only one who could probably take her on because I'm half god, but if I go to my true form, then I will lose control, so you need to get out. But of course, Shinji, being a homie that he is, a ride or die homie, he's gonna be like, no, I'm gonna stay and I'm gonna help you. It'll be like old times. And of course, we need to stay a little bit longer because we need to get his soul crystal, his, you know, the soul fragment that he has. So Hikaru does that, gives us the soul fragment, and then immediately was like, you need to go, you need to leave. And so Hana jumps back from that timeline again, is really shaken up again. She's like, oh my god, like, there's so much of Hikaru that I want to know more about, and then, you know, this whole mess and shit like that. She's again, she's questioning her little, like, things, and why she's doing this. But anyways, we go back and we visit the last timeline, which is the detective one, which is Takumi. We're thrown right into the Aurelia's apartment fight, where, you know, Hana was in the middle of killing a vampire by using the force choke. And then, of course, Dale Bosk, before anything, grabs us, holds us hostage at gunpoint. But then before anything can really happen and we get shot, Tsuneka shows up and she's like, oh my gosh, this is totally my scene. And she disarms Tsuneka disarms Dale Bosk, takes her gun, twirls it around a bit, and then just outright shoots Takumi point blank. And then she leaves. Of course she does. Yeah, so Takumi is bleeding out really badly, and the vampire twins, so Jun and what was his freaking name? Jun and I forgot his name. Wow, and he was like my favorite one too. Anyways, the twins, one of the other twins was like, you know, you need to go find Hikaru at Hagiwara because he's the best healer we've got, so you need to get him here to help your friend, and then you're gonna send him over to my place because I need help for Jun. And so that's what we did. We ended up finding Hikaru that way, and that's how he gets involved. He goes over to Aurelia's place, he tries to heal Takumi, and he's, you know, boasting about the fact that he's the best healer in Japan. He'll probably be able to save him, but in the end, unfortunately, he wasn't able to save Takumi. Takumi ends up dying, and then Hikaru ends up walking out because he's so ashamed. We run after him because we were super angry because we were like, oh my god, I thought you said you could save him and shit like that. We find him, he's all broken, he's broken down, he's crying, and we're like, you know, why? What happened? Why did this have to happen? Why did he have to die? And we're just sad, okay? Everyone's just sad, and we're just questioning the meaning of life. And so Hikaru is just again saying how, you know, he's only half god, so he is again, he is human as well, so he has limits. And he's like, I have many regrets. This isn't the first time I couldn't save somebody, blah 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 and stuff like that. But of course, Hana was like, you know what, like, you know, I'm gonna try to fix this. You know, this isn't your fault, even if you did kind of give me false hope, but in the end, it's my fault because I'm the one who brought everything into these timelines, and I'm fucking shit up. So she leaves with Hikaru's soul fragment as he's promised, and she also promised him that, hey, I'm gonna try to fix this no matter what, and, you know, I'm gonna find a way. So she ends up she comes back into this realm again. She's still super sensitive and mad about the fact that, you know, Galinn is, you know, he's not doing much to, like, you know, prevent these horrible things from happening. And so she gets up in his face. Well, before she gets up in his face, she was like to Galinn, hey, can you bring him back? Is there any way for you to bring back Takumi? He says, yes, of course I can bring him back, but I won't because, you know, he might not, you know, end up being the Takumi, you know, that you would remember him or some shit like that. He's not actually him. Kind of like a Batman with the Superman thing in Justice League. For spoilers for all you people out there who hasn't seen it yet but are planning to see it, kind of like that. So anyways, yeah, so he didn't want to risk that, but we, instead of, you know, giving up on that after his explanation, we went on ahead and we got up in his face. We said some pretty bad words to him about accusing him of being a fraud god and about being useless and cruel and all these shit that would trigger him, and he did getting triggered even when Haruka tried to stop us, and he just ended up erasing our existence. And that's how we got our bad ending, and that's where I fucked up. But anyways, we're back here again. This is before we actually got up in his face, so this time we are going to just give up on that notion. Like, all I wanted to know was how was Takumi gonna change? Is he gonna change like in the way Sho did when he was forcibly revived by Tsuneka, or is it like a whole Superman thing when he was brought back from the dead, you know? I don't even know. Anyways, regardless, we need to give up on this before he ends up erasing us, like end up straight up deleting us. Anyways, let's go give up. We're gonna give up. We're gonna probably, you know, maybe we'll find another way, and when all that's said and done, you never know. Okay, so I can't say that I agree with you, but I admit that I admit I don't want to, but I sigh. I realize that there's probably a million things I don't know, so I will drop this matter for now. It's good enough. Thank you for understanding. Since that's settled, we can move on. Yes, so but technically we've visited all the cosmos, so now what? I look at Hikaru's floating body and then at Haruka. Do you think he'll wake up soon? I mean, I've been to all the cosmos and got his soul shard, so what now? I don't know. I may be a goddess, but I'm no expert on souls. Every time you bring more fragments, I release them and hope there'll be enough. Oh, but you can release it this time, Hana. Oh, I don't sense any more around these cosmoses, but so I'm hoping this will be the last fragment needed. Yes, I mean, where else can I go? Where, like, unless, you know, some next thing's gonna show up. I nod and slowly walk over to Hikaru. This is the first time looking at him since I shake the bad memory off, the way Tsuneka attacked us, the way I almost faded into nothingness. I'm going to make some therapists rich after all of this. I hope they have magical ones, or they'll definitely lock me away. True, this has all have been a very traumatic experience. I summon the soul box and open it, releasing the soul fragment I've collected. Alright, so it separates into several balls of light and dances through the air. Oh, interesting. They merge into one before they collide into Hikaru's body. Ha! I find myself staring at Hikaru's relaxed face and his long lashes. He really is a beautiful person. Yes, quite beautiful. I agree to that. Anxiously, I wait to see if he wakes up, but in the end, he doesn't even stir. Hey! My Hikaru, it seems it wasn't enough still. But how much longer do I have to do this? How many more worlds do I have to destroy like this? You said you didn't feel his soul fragments anymore either. Is he already lost to us? Was this all for nothing? He is not lost. There are a few different places that the last of his soul fragments may have gone to. Really? More? We simply need to rule out where they are not. Okay, so the cosmoses, I assume. So I nod and look away as they start their search. I can't do anything to help them with something like that. With nothing else to do, I wait. My eyes drift towards Hikaru's floating form. He looks so peaceful. If I didn't know any better, I might really think he was asleep. Soon Haruka turns to me with a smile, drawing me out of my trance. Good news, I hope. Hana, I've sensed him again. There's so many fragments here. Here? Something strong must have drawn them to this place. Okay, it must be a very important place. No, time for Hikaru. That's great. Where is it? Your Hikaru's past. What? Your Hikaru's past. Hello? Oh, is this Tsuneka? It's her. Am I really his past lover? Really? Then, does that technically mean that he was in love with Shizuka at one point? Maybe. It's possible. I mean, she's lived for a long time, so, like, I don't know. All three of us turn to look at the newcomer. Oh my god, even here? She's like a living nightmare. Yes, she is. Instinctively, I move closer to Galinn and Haruka, Tsuneka's instability fresh in my mind. Yes, she's very bipolar. She's like a time bomb. That's what she is. But Haruka gets closer to Galinn as well, both of us using his imposing figure as cover. Yes, he is a very tall man, so yes, with broad shoulders. Such a cold welcome for someone as cute as me. Uh-huh. I'm usually known as the life of the party. You should be grateful I graced your dreary emo prison, Grandpa. You may be cute, but you put the cute in execute. Still, the petulant child, I see. Don't mock me just because I'm not a million years old. Mock? Why would I ever mock you? Probably because you don't have anything else to do. Being forever alone must get pretty lame after a while. I manage. Now then, how did you get in? There's something the oh-so-great emo grandpa doesn't know? Tsuneka giggles. Fine, I'll be a good little girl and tell you. Alright, what? You simply left your back door open. Girl! I see. I'll be sure to close that once you're gone. Alright, Tsuneka gasps dramatically. Are you sure you won't miss me? I wouldn't want you to get lonely here all by yourself. Besides, we do have a thing or two in common, Grandpa. What, have you lost a lover too, Galinn? Galinn tilts his head slightly. Do you love the chaos like she does? Is that so? How touching. What the hell are these two even talking about? This whole conversation is so Is that why you've come? Too tired of being alone? You wish. No, I just wanted to come and, see your place. Thank you for all that you're doing. I don't normally get to play, so it's been really entertaining. But I don't think he intended to that way. There was a time when I hated the chaos and all that it was, but it's not so bad, really. Play too much and you'll only end up destroying yourself. But you already know that, don't you? Heh. And who says I care about that anyway? Then you won't mind if I destroy you now. Though I would prefer to avoid doing that. Galinn, Hana needs to go. Hikaru's running out of time. Yes, send me off to where I need to be. Like, hello? Galinn's eyes flit from Haruka to me and then to Seneca. Oh, he merely nods and snaps his fingers. Okay. I feel that too familiar tug on my shoulder, but this time it's different. I realize that I'm being pulled, body and all. Oh, I am physically transported. Somewhere. Oh, that's it? Really? That was near the end of book 1? Oh my god. Okay, guys, I guess. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? I was so close. To just... Okay, you know what, guys? No. I ain't about to end it here. Not now, because I was just getting started. Okay, go back. Okay guys, so before I actually get started on book number 2 of Hikaru's route, I actually pulled up the guide just to make sure that I wasn't missing out on any other, alternate endings or additional bad endings that I can get for book 1. So I checked, and yes, indeed, there are some other things that I can do for book 1 of Hikaru's route. So I think the first one is basically our little ending that we got past when we transitioned. That little strange bad ending that we got before Galinn pulled us from the nothingness. Anyways, we managed to get that, which is great. So that's one thing down. So the next thing, apparently, it starts from here, which is when Hikaru. It says the first bad end one that we can get for him is called Wrong Choice. So obviously from the title alone, is probably it leads up to the point where we had that option of saying no, we can't do that, when Galinn was like, are you willing to risk screwing up a lot of timelines and a lot of people's lives to gather Hikaru's soul pieces. So anyways, before that, there's some couple of other things that we can choose that I didn't choose on first time around. So this is one of them. This is when he made that little dirty innuendo joke where he's like, I need to see you for extra lessons, and then then we're like, yeah, he's like, no, not this time, kind of thing. And then we kind of joke where it's like we can say then when, which is what I said, and then we had the option to say, isn't that kind of inappropriate? And so yeah, we're gonna say this. The guide says to say this. Isn't that kind of inappropriate for a professor? Probably, though I'm technically not working right now. Hikaru taps his watch. That was my last class for the day. Oh, okay, I feel awkward as I stare back at him, his eyes just daring me to say more. Anyway, I've decided that I'll give you extra lessons in my spare time to speed this thing along. Okay, so I guess that's it. Okay, he's such a weird guy. It's obviously not safe for you to be walking around with such immense power and no control over it, and I'd be remiss to ignore that. Okay, yeah, so there we go. We got that down, so let's just skip on ahead and see where the hell we'll go from there. So yes, okay, so here we are once again. We skipped around 2 choices, and that was like the part where we kind of were over at his place to do some extra lessons over the weekend because the university thing wasn't available that day. And this is when Seneca sends us into the nothingness, and she tore Hikaru's soul apart, and we're just drifting, that kind of thing. We're a little bit of a Swiss Army man going on situation kind of thing going on here. So anyways, last time we said to go to him once we spotted his body in the nothingness, but this time the guide is saying to leave him there. Leave him. I tightly hold on to my anger and turn away from Hikaru. How could you do this to me? Dead or not, I can't forget the way he's been treating me earlier. I can't let that go. Wow, you're so petty. I sit there floating for a while, arms crossed. I refuse to look at his body again. This is all his fault. I can't believe all this shit I went through because of him, and now I can't even yell at him for it. My thoughts drift to what happened earlier. It feels like we were in his apartment only minutes ago, but before that crazy woman showed up, and yeah. I don't want to think about it. Yeah, I don't want to think about it. If I've really been forced to float out here alone in nothingness for eternity, I don't want to remember. Okay, I think we can skip on ahead then, and that's where Galinn shows up, and we're like, what the hell is happening? Oh, no. One more line? Okay, so, but my own mind rebels against me, bringing up the image of him, how he did try to protect me. Yes, he did. Before I know it, hot tears roll down my face, and I find myself looking back towards his body. Yes. This is all your fault. But I figured I at least owe it to him to close his empty eyes. As annoyed as I am, I've got nothing better to do anyway. She's so salty. After what feels like hours, I get close enough to grab onto his sleeves and pull us closer together. I reach out to close his glassy eyes, unable to stand the lifelessness reflected back at me. Okay, there we go. How could you leave me all alone in this mess, you jerk? Okay, more time passes. Can we skip now? Yes? Did I do this? What did I do last time when we got here in the first place? Did I say, what the hell is this place? What is this place? Yeah, okay, so anyways, the guy says to basically, like, you know, question mark, question mark. I jump, and as I fall back, my feet hit something solid, yet I can't even see anything under my feet. Hello? Is anyone out there? No answer. Hello? Should I try to run somewhere? I sigh and turn around. Oh, there we go, there's Galinn. Okay, let's skip on ahead, and yeah. Come to this choice, yes, to pick some music. Some appropriate music. But I think last time I said it's sad music because Hikaru. Oh no, but this time we'll say you pick. There, that's better, isn't it? What is? He taps his chin. A change of scenery is in order too. Oh, okay, so I guess he chose his music, but this isn't better. I thought my choice was better, appropriate, even if it was sad. Anyways, skip on ahead. There we go, we are here at the most pivotal point of making the choice, and the one that can tilt everything, you know, to one way or another. And what we came here for is to see what would happen if we said, no, I can't do that. I cannot be, you know, I can't risk the lives and kill people and ruin their lives because of what my selfish needs, you know, are, you know, yeah, so no. I can't do that. No, I can't agree to that. I can't just come in and change people's lives completely. I mean, I don't know much about chaos, but it sounds like it's serious. I could destroy entire lives. And right you are! Is there really no other way to bring Kazuma back? The way Galinn smiles at me sends a chill down my spine. If you can't go through it this much, any other possible way would horrify you much more. Oh, wow. So this was the better of the better options of the many that you have for me. I will bring you to your own timeline not too long after Tsuneka ripped you out of it. No one will realize you were ever gone in the first place. What about Hikaru? Well, he doesn't answer. Instead, he smiles again, but it's different this time. He's probably gonna say like, oh, you know, no one would ever remember Hikaru ever existed in their lives. I feel a twinge of melancholy as I look at him. He snaps his fingers again. He snaps his fingers and... Ooh, I'm back. In a blink of an eye, my surroundings have shifted. I'm home. Carefully, slowly, I reach out to touch the sofa as if afraid my hand will go straight through it. It's solid. Oh, thank God. I can't help but chuckle. Well, he is a god, so thank God indeed. I plop myself down on the sofa and a wave of exhaustion hits me all at once. I can hardly think of anything or anyone else before I fall asleep. Okay. After being brought back to my own timeline, I had hoped that everything was just a dream in the end. No, it's not. Why did that crazy woman attack me suddenly anyway? The memory of her attack has been somewhat hazy. I remember trying to study something on my own when she just appeared out of nowhere and attacked me. I sigh. I hope the school finally assigns someone to help me. I did somehow get really far on my own, but I don't know what to do anymore. I think I just hit my limit at how much I can study by myself. Maybe one of the professors could help me? Professor... My heart aches suddenly. I placed a hand over my chest. Oh, she's slowly forgetting about him. I'm pretty sure along with everybody else. That's weird. I sigh again and refocus on the lecture. I might not know what I want to do yet, but I'm determined to be a good student and find my way in this world somehow. Even if I had to do it all alone. Oh, is that it? Really? You're just gonna forget about him? Oh well, okay. Huh. That was anticlimactic. But anyways, I figured, you know, that's what it is. That's what we get when we say no. So anyways, okay. There's that. And then we have one more, I think. We have one more that I didn't get. Let's see what that is. So wrong choice. Bad end number 2 for Hikaru in book number 1 is called Lost Pieces. So I wonder what that is. Okay, let's do that. Alright. Let's go back to when La 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 la. Where can I go? Where can I go? Where can I go? Did I save that weird answer shit with the question marks? The bunch of question marks? Oh well, whatever. Anyways, regardless, I'm gonna go to. Yeah, this should be good. Anyways, the choice up until this point has all been made by me already, so like they're all the same. Yeah, so the only one that was different was the whole question mark ones. I don't know if does it really matter? God, but like I'm just gonna go do it to the T just in case. But anyways, yeah, let's just get up to that point. Okay, I don't know if this really matters, but okay, this is the lesser of the question marks. Okay, that's weird. It's a different sort of keyboard smashing, but okay. Anyways, let's skip on ahead. Okay, anyways, the music choice matters, I think. I don't even know again, but anyways, the guy says is to play the happy music because yay! There, that's better, isn't it? I guess. He taps his chin. I don't think it would have mattered, but anyways, whatever. There you go, you guys. This is what the happy music sounds like. Let's skip on ahead. Okay, guys, so this is the choice that makes or breaks our endings here, apparently. So this is in the Cosmos of the Phoenix. This is the part where we revisit it again after getting the shard the first time around from the first Hikaru. This is the next Hikaru that was trying to protect us and trying to hold back the, the came back wrong show kind of thing that's going on. And this is when he makes a suggestion where he thinks that he needs to kill Sho in order for him to come back right this time around, and everyone is disagreeing to it, and this is our choice where he was like, I have no choice, I need to do this kind of thing. But then we said last time to at least give him a chance, but this time the guide is saying he's an innocent in this, which is like, wow, I didn't think it was it was gonna be that impacting, so are you really so bloodthirsty? He's an innocent in this. Oh, so we're gonna put him in that kind of light. Okay, so Hikaru wipes his eyes roughly. That doesn't matter because he'll take even more innocent lives and become a murderer. I know he'd never want that. Okay, his voice is quiet and strained. Sho mindlessly struggles under Hikaru's power, but it's useless. It's as if it all happens in slow motion. Hikaru brings a sword of light above his head and swings it downwards, immediately piercing Sho through the heart. Oh, there he goes. No! Oh, Sho! Oh, what's gonna happen? I sink down to the ground, my whole body feels numb as I watch Sho's body fall apart and turn into black ash. No, what have you done? Okay. The moment that the Hikaru of that timeline killed Sho was the moment that his soul fragment was lost. Oh! Really? Oh, maybe it's because that's not what he would wanted, as Hikaru, So that one act caused a chain reaction, making the other soul pieces disappear too. Really? Well, that was damn. There was nothing else I could do. I'm so sorry, Hikaru. I'm sorry I couldn't save you. I'm sorry. Wow. Haruka wouldn't look me in the eyes after that. She just disappeared back to her own realm, as Galinn told me. And as for the god of chaos himself, he sent me home, back to the realm that I originally came from. No one remembered Hikaru. It was as if he was never born, erased from time completely. Tsuneka must be pleased. And me? I've been trying to live, but all I ever feel anymore is guilt. I don't think I will ever forget, not even with eternity before me. Wow. Damn it! Damn! Shattered. Okay, well, I guess so. I kind of see where it makes sense, because Hikaru all his life has lived with guilt of, making mistakes and shit like that, and having more blood on his hand than he wants to. So to add more to that is just not, appropriate. Okay, I get it. Okay, so that was number 2 bad ending, which is, what's it called again? Lost pieces, right? So it makes sense. Okay, anyways. So 3rd bad ending, because I think the bad ending I got was called Erased, I think it was. Yeah, so this one, bad end number 3 is called the God Killer. Well, I wonder how that will be. Wait, oh, that doesn't make sense. Oh no, really? The God Killer is called oh yeah, okay, never mind, it makes sense. Okay, so the ending I did get was the God Killer, which is the last one of the 3 official one that we could get in Hikaru's book 1. I don't include that one fake ass ending, that the fake one. So yeah, anyways, yeah, the God Killer makes sense because, he truly lived up to his name, Galinn, when he, totally completely deleted us. So anyways, yeah, so where am I in terms of time for that? Because I kind of feel like I do wanna end it off on in this kind of note, just to make it neat, and then I can start off fresh in the next episode for for book 2. But I feel like it's really short, you guys, and I'm sorry. I kind of didn't realize that I was just so close to finishing book 1 once I got that bad ending, and I was like, yeah, I was like so close to finishing it. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna see. Okay, you know what, you guys? For the sake of to keep things really neat, and I know I've had really short episodes before. When I kind of finish routes and shit, and go back on, like, getting bad endings and all possible endings. I'm sorry, this seems like a really short episode for you guys, and like you're like, oh my god, cliffhanger, like oh my god, it's like book 2 kind of thing. But yeah, sorry. But anyways, I feel like I want to start off fresh in the next episode on book 2, and then we can continue from there. Otherwise, it would just be a mishmash of just like a mess of book 1 stuff and book 2 stuff that's starting off. So yeah. Anyways, thus far, I can give you my thoughts thus far on book 1. It's wow, it revealed a lot that I did not expect. Like the whole thing where everything's connecting, and we revisit all these timelines that we've been to in the past with the other guys, and and we go back and now we fucking shit up, and it doesn't feel too good. But anyways, I didn't think that we would revisit those timelines. Like the only times that it happened in a different game was Nameless, as you guys would already know if you watched. So yeah, that's interesting. So anyways, yeah, so book 2 is where we will pick up and see where it is that Haruka was on the cusp of revealing to us about Hikaru's past lover. I'm pretty sure she was about to say before we were rudely interrupted. And so yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see if my assumptions are correct. Where like maybe perhaps he was in love with Shizuka at some point in his life. I wouldn't put it past it. Anyway, so yeah, I'll see you guys next time for more Mystic Destinies with Hikaru's book 2. This time, what's his book 2 called? I don't even know what it's called. Book 2. It is called Reflections. Okay, that makes sense. Shattered reflections and the glass motif kind of thing. I see what you're doing there. Anyways, yeah, so we'll see you guys next time for that. But until then, we are so close to finishing his route. We just need this one book left, and yeah, we'll see. We can see the end to this game. Wow, Jesus Christ, it's so soon. Anyways, yeah. So until then, you guys, bye.